Hey, good morning. It's morning here in New Jersey. My name is Michael Risk. Welcome to Expanded Capacity. For today's live stream, we're going to focus on cervical function, your neck, and what your neck does while you're squatting. We don't think very much about our neck when we're squatting, but it has a massive function to play. So we'll get into that. We'll have a good time. I just want to say here at the beginning that you are going to need like a rolled up towel or a folded up towel rather. Something that you can lean against a wall. So we'll start with a few breaths. We'll establish a litmus test to see the quality of our squat, our ability to move well. Then we'll condition our neck, and then we'll circle back and retest and see how much it helped the chain reaction of movement. All right, so let's start with 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Savor that inhale. All right, let's get to it. So the first thing we'll do is we'll start with our posture scan. So feet about shoulder width apart, arms nice and relaxed. You're going to go eyes closed. And you want to just get a sense of where are your shoulders in space? Are your shoulders rounded, neutral, or chest out? I'm a bit more on the rounded side. And we can recheck that at the end. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our squatting litmus test. This is called a squat matrix, which just means that when we squat, we move in 3 directions. All right, let's start by going through a rotation. So you're going to face me. I'm going to rotate to my right. So you're going to rotate to your left. We're just going to twist the hips and soften right through the knees. So as we twist, we're creating reactions through the entire body. If your eyes stay fixed, your neck actually goes in the opposite direction. Let's now rotate the hips to your right for 5. And you want to just notice, is there a side-by-side discrepancy? Do you feel more flexible in one direction? All right, now we're going to alternate sides. So we're going to go 1, 1, and just get a sense. You could even look down and just look at your hips. Do your hips turn more naturally in one direction? 3. At the beginning of the series, I couldn't turn to my right. It actually feels like my left is more limited, relatively speaking. So now what we're going to do is let's switch the plane of motion. You're going to start by squatting and sliding your hips to your left. Okay, so squat and slide to the left. Just notice the quality of that movement, how far your body naturally gets. Does it feel like your whole body's kind of participating in the move, or something feels stuck? Let's go the other way. Body awareness is the most important skill to develop when it comes to expanding your physical capacity. Let's alternate sides. So we'll go left and right. I'm getting better at cueing the opposite directions because when I'm moving to my right, that's your left and vice versa. But it's still very trippy. Okay. And now in the last plane of motion, I'm going to give you my profile here. You're going to place your left foot just a little bit ahead of your right. So your toes on your right foot are lined up with your arch on your left foot. You're going to start by bending your knees forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's just compare apples to apples. Let's switch. Right foot just a little bit ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2. And my right lead feels a bit more limited, which actually means that my left ankle is a bit more limited. Let's go back to the left lead. And now instead of driving forward, we're going to drive the hips back. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now let's go right foot ahead. When the right foot's ahead, we're assessing the left ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we can just earmark those side-by-side differences. We'll come back at the end and recheck. As I mentioned, you're going to need a folded up towel or a pillow, something that you can put on a wall, because our head's going to be leaning against the wall. And just so you know, it's going to be right about here in the upper center part of your forehead. So I'm going to place the towel about head height. I'm going to stand back a little. I want to lean forward. And just so you know, it's very safe to lean your head against the wall, because what it's doing is it's creating stability through your neck, which is what makes it safe. We're going to start by reaching the left hand around the corner to the right as we squat. Okay, so it's just a small squat. I'm going to have to move a little bit closer here. And all you're doing is just reaching around the corner, left hand to the right. This does not have to be forceful. You want your head to remain fixed as the arm is moving. 8, 9, hold. Ready? Just pulse. Gentle. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 10. Okay, let's go to the other side and then we'll give ourselves a quick break. So now let's get the right hand. We're going to reach the right hand around the body to the left as we pair that with a small squat. So we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We don't often recognize that our neck is playing a massive role in our ability to squat. And if you don't believe me, ask somebody who's had their cervical spine fused how difficult it is for them to squat. 2, and hold. Okay, next, pulse. So you're pulsing both the squat and the reach gently. 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's give that a short break. Not because I need the rest, but because two things. One, you might not be used to having your head leaning against something, so you might just need a little break, make sure that you feel okay. And then 2, I've got really bad allergies, and New Jersey's kicking my butt. Apologies. Okay, so now let's go back to the next plane of motion. What we're going to do on this one is we're going to reach across the body. Okay, so before we reached around the body, right, that creates the rotational motion. And now we're going to reach across. So it's more of a lateral or a sliding type of movement. We're going to pair that with the squat as our head is fixed against the wall. So get the towel up, lean forward, fix the top of the forehead. All right, and from here now, you're going to take your left hand, you're going to reach it down and across the body to the right as you squat. You don't have to go real far. And this is almost exactly what happens, because when we squat in our day-to-day lives, by the way, I'm about 5, 6. When we squat in our day-to-day lives, it's almost always paired with a reach. And the whole body is moving faster than your neck. And so we're just holding back the neck. Let's go right hand here. Right hand's going to reach down and across the body to the left. Pair that with a little squat. So by having our head on the wall, we're slowing down motion through the neck, which is exactly what happens when we actually squat and reach in real life. 7, 8, 9, hold up. I just realized we didn't pulse on the other side. So let's go for 10 pulses here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go back to the other side. Left hand's going to reach across the body to the right and pause. And now let's pulse. Again, we're pulsing both the reach and the squat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll give that a short break. I'm pretty excited for the retest here. Usually when I work in the feet or in the neck at the ends of the chain, the reactions are usually pretty magnificent. Obviously, everybody's different, but I've seen the pattern work enough that I can get a little excited about it. So in this last one, what we're going to do is, as we have the head fixed, we're going to reach the left hand back this way. And what's going to happen is you're going to feel yourself roll from the top of your forehead down along the forehead, just maybe above the eyebrow, something like that. All right. And so it's just going to be a gentle reach as the head is fixed. On that 10th one, we'll hold and pulse for 10. Okay, so let's get the towel set back up. All right. So you ready? Left hand reaching down and back. Again, it's a short reach. Because there's concentrated stress on the neck, we don't need to go through a lot of motion here. Let's call that 9. We're going to hold the next one, hold, and ready, just a little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then right hand now, we're going to reach down and back for 10. So you should feel yourself rolling down toward the eyebrows and then back up toward the top of the forehead with this reach. I'll probably only move in just about an inch or two here. It's a very subtle movement, but it's very focused through the neck, so it's creating fantastic stability, stable mobility or controlled range of motion. Let's call that 9, and one more hold. Okay, let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So we could ditch the towel. And now let's go back through our litmus test to see how we did. Okay, so we'll start by rotating the hips to the right. My whole body just feels way freer. I almost feel like I'm like a whip, like I'm pulling back and then I'm snapping back toward the start position. Let's go in the other direction here. Yeah, this feels fantastic. Okay, there's a nice springy reaction. Let's alternate. When movement starts to feel springy, that means the function at the joint has increased. If the joint can control the movement in one direction, it will propel you back in the other direction. Okay, so now let's go to our sliding squat. You're going to slide the hips to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's alternate. Again, we don't really we don't think about our neck when it comes to squatting. Usually it's our feet, our knees, or our hips, which makes sense, of course. But squatting, like every other whole body movement, involves the whole chain reaction. And there. Okay, now let's go. You stay facing me, left foot ahead. I'm going to drive the knees. 4, 5. Let's switch over. Right lead. Now this was the limited side for me. This is definitely eased up. And so amazing that my neck was involved in the limitation I was feeling down in my foot. 1. Okay, let's go back to the left lead now. Let's slide the hips back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's switch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's finish with our posture scan. I'm feeling very upright. My chest is fully sticking out now. Let's finish with 3 deep breaths with the eyes closed. Okay, there we have it. Just so you know, any of the imbalances that you notice as you went throughout this routine, that's what we focus on balancing in our community expanding capacity. Right following this call, I'm going to connect with my members see how they made out, and help them troubleshoot any challenges they may have faced. We do that for all of our members. Come check us out at school.com/expanding-capacity. And I'll see you back tomorrow. We'll be working on the shoulders as it relates to squatting. Cheers.